Do you want to learn a foreign language but don't know where to start? Do you understand another language but have trouble expressing yourself and communicating in that language? Don't worry, I got you. Before going into the new episode, I just want to say thank you for all your positive feedbacks. This project is to share all the valuable information I've learned throughout the years, and I'm so glad to hear that you also find it useful and you can apply it in your own life. Okay, now let's go to the next episode. In this episode, I will tell you exactly how to learn a foreign language while making it fun and exciting. Let's go. First, actively watching movies or TV shows with subtitles in the foreign language. This is my favorite way to learn a foreign language. Find a movies or TV shows in that language that you want to learn. In the beginning, it doesn't really matter if you understand the language or not. The point here is to watch the movie and then listen and get familiarized with the intonations, pronunciations. If you're completely new to the language that you want to learn, first you can watch the movie with subtitles in your native language. When you understand what that movie is about, then go ahead, watch that movie with the subtitles in the language that you want to learn. So for example, if you want to learn Spanish, then you watch Spanish movies with Spanish subtitles. If you want to learn English, then you can watch English movies with English subtitles. You get the idea. Hey! Why don't you go study instead of watching movies all day? But mom, I'm studying. I'm watching movies in English. But don't watch movie passively. I'm calling this technique actively watching movies. Watch the movies while reading the subtitles. Focus on getting the meaning first and then worry about the words later. In real life, communication uses a lot of body language and facial expression, so try to understand the meaning of the message before worrying about words or vocabulary. This way, you can get familiarized with that foreign language in the comfort of your house. And who doesn't like movies? Before, when I was learning English, I didn't really pay for a lot of classes to learn grammar. Instead, I just stay at home and watch 10 seasons of Friends, the TV show, in 3 months. At first, I didn't really understand what they are talking about, and I didn't know why people started to laugh at the end of every joke. At the end of 3 months of constantly watching the TV shows every single day, I understand more about American culture. I learned to love New York, learn about the common phrases, slangs, idioms in English, and of course, the joke. Besides movies, you can also watch YouTube videos in the language that you want to learn with closed captions. Normally, YouTube have like an automatic closed captions play with the videos, but sometimes it's not really accurate. For my videos, I try to have the closed captions available in both English and Vietnamese. So here's what you can do to turn it on. So what you do is you go to the YouTube page, go to the video, click on the 3 dots, and then you can choose the caption either in English or Vietnamese. Now if you watch your YouTube video by using a laptop, what you can do is go to the video and then you can see the CC button, closed captions, at the bottom right of the video. When you choose that and you want to change the subtitle, you can go to settings and then go to subtitles, and then you can switch between Vietnamese or English. If you want to contribute by making a captions in your language, I would very much appreciate, and I will make sure to put your name in the description below. The second way to learn a foreign language is to imitate. Now that you have picked the TV shows or movies in that foreign language that you want to learn, now watch it again. Pause the movie frequently and then read along with the subtitles and imitate the way the actor say the line. Listen to the way that they pronounce certain words and try to do the same. This way your accent will start to get closer and closer to that of the native speaker. This method really works if you want to improve your accent, your intonation, your pronunciations, everything. Remember to focus on the face of the actor. Watch how they use their face when they speak. Copy the face and imitate the movement of the mouth and see how they pronunciate the word. The first movie I used this technique to learn English, is called She's the Man. I didn't know why I chose that movie, but anyway, I watched that movie so many times to practice saying every single line with the right tone. So in a sense, it's very fun because it's like you are trying to be an actor and you're trying to say the line with the perfect emotion, perfect intonation, perfect delivery. I intended to use this technique to start learning Spanish. So if you have any favorite Spanish movie, leave a comment below and let me know. So here's a pro tip for people who want to learn English and want to have more idea of what movie to watch. My favorite movies of all time are The Shawshank Redemption and The Truman Show. Also, you can Google IMDb Top 250. IMDb here is the internet movie database, and then you can find a list of amazing movies to watch. And after you watch all 250 movies, find the actor or actress that you like, look them up in IMDb, and then start to watch their movies. Literally endless option for people who want to learn English. And remember, like I said, don't watch movies passively, watch it actively with an intent to learn English. And I guarantee you, your English skills will improve substantially after 3 to 6 months of watching movies and imitate the sentence and say it out loud. Please share this video to someone that you think will be helpful to them. Another way to learn a foreign language by yourself is to listen to audiobooks and podcasts. When I first started to learn English, I listened to music, audiobook, podcasts anytime, anywhere. When I was working out, cooking, even before I go to bed. The idea here is to expose myself to as much English content as possible. Even now, I still listen to them. It's a great way to increase your knowledge in certain areas and also learn new words in the process. Now let's move on to reading. Some people might be like, reading, boring. My technique is different. You don't just read with your eyes. What I recommend is to find the authors that have both the book in writing and audiobook. I found that in most audiobook, the author reads slowly, which is a good speed if you want to learn another language. So what I did is while I was playing the audiobook out loud, I also read along with the audiobook. Repeat the same sentence again and again and again until you match the intonations and accent of the authors. You can even record yourself and compare it with the audiobook and see the progress. If you like this video, remember to click like and subscribe for more valuable content in the future. Another fun way to learn a foreign language is to listen to music and sing along out loud. I used to Google song lyrics online and then write them down in my notebook. And I have like several notebooks of just English songs. And I listened to one song over and over and over again. Then come the fun part, sing out loud. At any occasion, whether it's in the shower, Sunday morning, rain is falling, at home alone, with friends. It doesn't matter if your pronunciation is not perfect yet. What matters is you are having fun learning another language. The idea here is to immerse yourself in that foreign language as much as possible and get your brain and mouth muscles familiar with saying and singing that language. Now it's time for you to learn writing. So at first, just keep it simple, short and sweet. Write a journal or diary in the language that you want to learn. Since only you have the access to your journal, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Just go at it. Practice writing in the language. Any words or grammar that you don't know, Google is your best friend. They have literally everything that you can think of. Another way that you can use to learn a foreign language is to talk to yourself in that language in front of the mirror. So in this way, you kind of have a conversation with yourself. I remember talking to myself in English all the time. I talk about my daily life, my dreams, my aspirations. So just practice talking to yourself in that language that you want to learn before you go out and talk to anyone else. Now let's go to learning new words. Challenge yourself to learn one new word every single day. Start with the most common, easy words in that language first, and then graduate to more difficult ones later. I used to have many notebooks when I was actively learning English. Pro tip: you can make the process of learning new words in that foreign language exciting and fun by creating rewards. If you think about it, game developers can hook and reel you in playing games by creating new levels, badges, rewards when you finish at one level. So you can do the same by tricking your brain into learning new words, phrases, by providing yourself incentives after finishing each levels. For example, after finishing learning 50 new words, give yourself an ice cream. After finishing learning 100 words, go watch a movie in the theater. After finishing 200 words, take yourself out to dinner. Learn new words with familiar melody. This is my favorite way to learn new vocabulary. You can use a melody of a song that you're already familiar with and then use it to learn new words with that song. When I was learning Italian, I tried to remember Italian numbers by singing. Tell me why, 1, 2, 3. Tell me why, 4, 5, 6. Tell me why, 7, 8, 9. It's been more than 2 years that I haven't really learned Italian again, but I still remember how to count in Italian because of that song. Before moving on to the next technique, please share this video to someone that you think will be helpful to them in their journey of learning a new language. Nhớ chia sẻ video này nhé. So after immersing yourself in that foreign language that you want to learn in every way possible, by watching, reading, listening, singing, speaking, writing in that language, it's time for you to go outside and talk to other people. Find a language exchange group or a study group for you to practice speaking and having a conversation in that foreign language. I think the purpose of learning another language is not about mastering grammar or mastering new vocabulary. It's about expressing yourself and communicating with others in that language with ease. And better yet, have fun doing it. I hope you enjoy this second episode and find some useful technique to learn a new language. Make sure to subscribe to the theirisproject. Just click on the subscribe button here. Feel free to let me know what other topics you want to see next by leaving comments below. See you really soon. Arrivederci. Hẹn gặp lại bạn nhé.